What the Sam hell is going on in Premier Pro Wrestling? I'm sure you can use your imaginations and see where that's going. All right, I got goosebumps just being here, the son of a bitch. Feel like I'm in a set of Tombstone 2 or Unforgiven. By the way, both great movies. Clint Eastwood, Kurt Russell, and Tombstone. Oh, Doc Holliday. Oh. All right, folks. It's Old Rock and Randy here. No, you might confuse me with Cisco and Ebert. Happens all the time. But no, it's Old Rock and Randy, Randy Ritchie, here with the Premier Pro Wrestling 420 results. Before I get going with what happened, I gotta take this opportunity to pimp our revenue streams. Now you tell me, what entertainment company in the world, be it sports or music, comes out and says, I'm about to pimp? You gotta give me mad props for that, right? No cap, kids, no cap. Please support us on Patreon. You know, we got the $2 tier, the $4 tier, the $6 tier, Premier Pro Wrestling on Patreon. Scroll down and what I just said will make a lot of sense to you. Help us keep the doors open, brothers and sisters, misters and misses. Second, while you're here on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We run pro wrestling every Saturday night in our training facility / television studio out in Woodstock, Illinois, here in North Chicagoland. If you're within earshot, trust me when I tell you, it's worth your time and money to come on out and invest in us. And why say no when it feels so good to say yes? Tommy Boy, there you go. It's another reference. Not only do you get educated and see some fucking outstanding wrestling, some of the best wrestling in the world today, where else are you going to get cultured? Unforgiven, Tombstone, Tommy Boy. Need I say more? All right then, match number 1 featured a young Jay Leone and a young American Beard down 60 pounds, and this guy really is taking his vitamins, saying his prayers, man. He looks great out there, and he teamed up with Jay Leone. They're young, they smell it, but they're starting to find it. After they had their first victory over a couple of fuzzy little foreigners, well, Marcus the Science Smith and Charlie Hustle could not handle it, and they thought they'd come out there and nip it right in the bud before they had some contenders to contend with. And here's what happened at the end of that match. Come on, Beard. Oh, shit. There we go. Get in there and get him, Jay. Boom. Get him, kid, get him. Oh, and he's annihilating Charlie Hustle. At this point, that big missed elbow, Marcus the Science Smith is in a bucket over there on the other side of the ring, but not for long. Again, you've got to hand it to Marcus the Science Smith, man. Got to hand it to him. They cut him off mid-comeback. What's coming now? Poor ref's going to lose control of this one. Double sunsets. Come on. You got to get him. No, wait. Oh! And Science and Charlie Hustle show us why they are the opportunistic tag team champions of Premier Pro Wrestling. The next matchup, newcomer to PPW, Mongoose Mayhem, accepted a huge challenge, and that's what you got to do to get anywhere in this business. So respect right off the bat to old Mongoose for stepping into the ring with Humek, the Aztec Giant. It didn't last long, but it lasted a lot longer than the odds takers thought it was going to last. And here's what happened when Mongoose met his end at the end of this match. Oh, and Humek, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, boom, shame on Monchos. 1, 2, 3. How about that Mongoose, folks? But he went up against the irresistible force and fan favorite. Who thought we'd be saying that just even a few months back? Humek! The next match was a larger-than-life confrontation when Psycho Spawn and Slick Willie, a returning Slick Willie, coming back from PCL, a total rebuild of the left knee, went 10 minutes when Spawn and Willie went toe-to-toe and literally knocked the crap out of each other. But at the end of the day, Spawn snuck out of the ring, and as the people are welcoming Willie back properly, here comes Spawn, and what do you think he went for? That left knee, and he tried to tear it up and put him back in the hospital until old Humac came out and saved the day for Willie. Willie, if I'm Willie, I'm going to church on Sunday and saying, thank you, Father, for the likes of Humac. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This matchup is a draw.
Good job, Willie! Yeah, Willie!
Come on! He's going after that left knee. He's going after that left knee. He's not going to settle for that draw. He don't want to draw. Oh, Willie's in trouble. This locker room has switched over so much. I don't know how many friends he's got there since he's been out with the knee surgery. I don't know if anybody's going to come out of his defense. I know I can't. I'm too old. I've got a left knee, a right knee hanging by a thread. And that knee, man, he may just end up putting him back out of wrestling, dude. That's it. He's working at PCL, and he's working it hard. Spawn saves the day, and I don't know if it's a loyalty to Willie or if he's just tired of this asshole meddling in his business. I'm talking about Psycho Spawn. Now, he drove him out and Spawn landed on his feet. I don't know where Spawn's getting the energy to actually consider even tangling with Humac after going toe-to-toe 10 minutes with a 260-pounder. And what about Willie? He's holding that knee. Can he put weight on it? Spawn is bailing out, but watch him. He bailed out last time. And look at Willie. The last time Willie was here, Spawn was the last person he'd expect to help him out would have been Humac. He's thinking to himself, is Humac here to finish off what Spawn started? And no! Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And oh my Lanta. Match number 5, the man from Okinawa, Japan, 0-1 faced off with Heavy Metal Jake Hazard. When I say heavy metal, it's an effing shoot. More to come, but you gotta hear this guy and his band's music. And my God, Jake Hazard, who was green and walking around like a baby dinosaur in the ring just a few months ago, has finally meshed his style of music with his style of wrestling, and he invented a style the likes I've never seen before. He made quick work when he finally lost his shit and literally ripped the ass out of the man from Okinawa, Japan, when he hit him with not what he calls the F5. You've got to see it. It's his version of the F666. Jake is unfazed. Oh, shit. Oh, come on, more, baby. More, come to Papa. Oh, the Asian can't even, he's discombobulated. He's discombobulated. Here he comes. Oh, yeah. And this is why the fans are taken to Heavy Metal Jake Hazard. Heavy Metal Jake Hazard. Wow, it's like the Zero lit a fuse, ducks the clothesline, and gets him up. And you know what he calls this? Not an F5, an F666. No, and he dropped the F666 on him. And then, in non-title action, in non-title, what does non-title mean? Non-title is just a phrase. Non-title can't hurt me, and non-title certainly couldn't hurt the ROZ because he knew if he could get the Duke in 10 minutes against the current champion of Premier Pro Wrestling, El Guerrero, he could face him this coming big taping, more on that later, it's going to be a big taping weekend. It's Domination Weekend, Friday night, September 30th and October 1st. Domination Weekend. One weekend only, we're going to go ahead and take our big monthly events to a whole nother level. That being said, the ROZ, the stakes were high, the table was set. He wants it, but unfortunately, when you're in the ring with Jose Acosta, you better bring a thesaurus, and I mean a thesaurus, I like to call it thesaurus because it's funny to fucking me, on how to sidestep the breaking of the rules. Even though the ROZ got the best of them, at the end of the day, it was old Jose showing us why he's the champ. 30 seconds, 30 seconds! And he's going for that big pump handle power slam. Oh, he got it! He got it! That's good! Might do 1, 2, oh! No effing way! 299! 299! 20 seconds! 20 seconds! He's going for it again. He's going for it again. But Acosta, what the hell is going on? 10 seconds. After a brief intermission, match number 7. And Humac faced off against Marcus the Science Smith in the past. He knows when he goes out there, and if he's accompanied by Charlie Hustle and vice versa, he's not just wrestling one man. He's got to keep eyes in the back of his head and his head on a swivel. And as a result of that, distractions, believe it or not, allowed Charlie Hustle to dominate that match with some underhandedness like we've never seen out of one young Charlie Hustle, capitalizing on the distractions of a weaselly Marcus the Science Smith. Now, just when we thought the tide was going to turn, and they finally calmed down with the cheating, and Charlie Hustle pretended to be listening to the referee, he cinched in a leg lock on Humac and slips the magic fingers to the ropes, and they almost tore that man's PCL. And it's ironic as he saved Slick Willie from getting his PCL retorn. But at the end of the day, Humac was able to dominate the team after distractions that came from more just Marcus the Science Smith and Charlie Hustle. Something freaking odd is going on. I'm going to turn the light on. That's a casket. There's a casket. There's a casket here. I can't watch the match. I got distracted. I'm sorry. I know my job is commentary, but I can only handle so much at a time. I don't know what's going on here. There's two guys in red masks and black cloaks, and they're wheeling what looks to be a casket inverted around the ring, getting ready to, and Charlie Hustle's got a sleeper on Humac. I didn't even notice that. Humac is dipping out. He's dipping out. Why is Marcus up there on the ring apron? Charlie Hustle is finally down, and there goes the limping Humac. He hits the ropes on the other side, and that's it. No way. Your winner, Humac. There is so much confusion going on here, but at the end of the day, Humac has won the match. This is all for show out there. There's two guys in cloaks and red masks. They've slowly wheeled out a casket. Humac going out to investigate the situation, wondering what kind of distraction or skullduggery. The casket, be careful. Even the fans are telling him, be careful. Humac's more balls than brains, though. We all know that. Oh, and the casket just hit him in the face. A chain, and it's Psycho Spawn. It's Psycho Spawn. He's thrown Humac into the post. Psycho Spawn popped out of the casket. He threw Humac into the post, and now he's dragging him into the casket. He's dragging him into the casket. And this is beyond head games that I've ever seen before. And he closes the casket. And now these guys in red masks and cloaks are being ordered to get that casket out of here by by Spawn. Humac's inside the casket. I don't have the words. Again, this is why I'm standing in front of this son of a bitch with chills and the hair in the back of my neck sticking up. We know where this is going. Nobody has heard from Humac since he was literally assaulted, stuffed into that casket, and carted off. We're waiting for words from him. We know that he's all right. But if I know Humac, and I think I know Humac, that Aztec blood is effing boiling. Please keep checking back on Facebook and YouTube. We're supposed to get further words from Humac, but I think I know what's coming. Domination Weekend. All right, the next matchup, if I could shift gears for a minute. Marcus the Science Smith and Rockstar Rosie probably had the match of the night, if you consider the word, quote, wrestling, end quote. What a great tit for tat, back and forth matchup, but at the end of the day, in a surprising, exciting, and innovative manner, it was Rockstar Rosie who got the Duke. But Marcus the Science Smith has turned his back to him. He's now feeding him his head. Reverse again. He goes up and over. Oh, the carcass just missed him. Oh, and he throws him into the second turnbuckle. Oh, beautiful. Rockstar Rosie added that to his repertoire. Oh, what's he going to do here? I don't know. I can't wait to see it. Oh, he's going to the high-risk district. But look at this. The Science is underneath. They're going for the electric chair again. The electric chair again. He's going down. There's no way. After all that, wait! He rolls it through to a victory. 1, 2, 3. Was this a card up to this point, or was this a wrestling card up to this point? And it was only to get better. The icing on the cake, the cherry at the top of the sundae, was the matchup that featured the current and defending Challenge Pro Champion for Premier Pro Wrestling, Sensei, the American Ninja Warrior, the young man who has in fact appeared on the American Ninja Warrior 4 seasons now. He is the Challenge Pro Champion, the PPW's version of Triple Threat Wrestling, where you win the match via pinfall, via submission, or if you can toss your opponent out over the top, the man that does that feat is in fact the winner and new or current or retaining Challenge Pro Champion. And let me tell you, now that we've organized our tiers and we're out of the beta stage on Patreon, the $4 level will get the Rancast uncut without commercials and every Saturday night's main event, starting with this matchup, which you've got to see. And also the $6 tier will start to get that main event every week and the big show tapings once a month. All right, enough with the pimping. I defy anyone in the industry today for any company, any way in the world. Tell a story like these 3 guys did. At the end of the day, it was Sensei. And it's not by miracle. This kid knows his way around a wrestling ring. Jose Acosta remains the PPW heavyweight champion. Badass Brandon Campbell is in fact the king of the Iron Man. And when you see this one, you're going to see why Sensei is still your Challenge Pro champion. Hammering away at the champion. Oh, the champion ducks. And he caught him in the ribs, right under the pec. That one was in the solar plexus. Here comes Sam from behind. And he nails. And here goes Acosta. Oh! All right, folks. That's the wrap-up. That's the matches ran down from Premier Pro Wrestling 420th taping. PPW #420. Please keep checking back. And please, if you do follow us, keep checking back even more, because I know there's a whole hell of a lot of information coming about what's coming down the pike during Dominance Weekend. I also know that this company, as the guy who did it and helped train CM Punk, has his thumbprint on CM Punk. Give CM Punk his first handful of professional matches. We have a shirt on Redbubble. There's a link below in the description. I stand with Punk. I do. Most of our company does unequivocally. Don't forget Premier Pro Wrestling on Pro Wrestling Tees, where you can support the company as well as the individual talent. We got a great shop of shirts there. And follow us on Rumble. And before you split here on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm Rand, signing out from the bottom of my heart in all sincerity. Thanks for your support.